From the Lancer Aquatics Center in Riverside, California Baptist plays their home opener against the number 3 ranked USC Trojans. Good morning to all of you out there. I'm Travis Van Nody. Delighted to have you along today. Just great to have CBU women's water polo back. Well, so far the Lancers 1-3 early on this year. Meanwhile, for number 3 ranked USC, they are 2-0. The starters, first of all, the goalie matchup for USC. They go with Jada Ward. She's a junior from Irvine. She's making back-to-back starts for USC. She got the start against LMU, gave up 6 goals, made 4 saves. And for CBU, it's Amelia Uri, the sophomore from Ireland. So she gets the call in between the posts today for Julie Snodgrass's club. The rest of the starters for USC, Morgan Netherton, Maggie Johnson, Emily Osmus, Tilly Kearns, Sophia Umeda, and Zinnia Plotz. For the Lancers, a lot of familiar names this year. Julie Snodgrass has a lot of players returning. Devin Ruffer, Celeste Almendarez, Morgan Gates, Dora Lahosky, Kyra Kahahavai, and Delilah Moreno. So all returners from last year for CBU. We're just getting a quick nail check on the far side of the pool. And ready to get this one underway. This is day 1 of the Joust tournament. The Lancers going to play 2 today at 4:30. They're going to take on number 17 ranked San Jose State. So it is a beautiful day for the home opener. Temperature in the low 60s, nothing but sunny skies. And we'll see how the Lancers do. They opened up the season ranked 25th, but one weekend in. And they are now receiving votes, so they're trying to get nationally ranked once again, trying to shock the water polo world this morning and beat number 3 ranked USC. USC, obviously one of the best teams in the country, looking to get back on top. It's been a couple of years since USC has won the national championship. And certainly the Trojan faithful are used to racking up the national championships. Well, the nail check is done. I'm just waiting to get the opening sprint underway. The Lancer's going to go with Lahosky on the sprint. Now, the game before this one, UCI played Pomona Pitzer. And on the sprint for USC is Osmus, and she wins it. Now there's the U.S. Olympian, Emily Osmus. She's from Riverside, the pride of Martin Luther King High School. Facing off against a former teammate today in Emily Hutton, who is not in the starting lineup. Now USC with first possession. Plotz, she's from Germany. Umeda, but it's turned over. Nice job by Morgan Gates to swim to it. A good start defensively for CBU. Uri plays it ahead to Ruffer, the junior, but it's taken away by Tilly Kearns. She's the other Olympian for USC. Kearns from Australia, silver medalist at the Summer Olympics. Osmus shoots and scores. Oh, there's the Riverside native, the freshman, Emily Osmus, getting her team-leading 9th goal of the season. So USC forces a turnover and hits pay dirt. It's just great to see a couple of Olympians in the pool, just from a pure water polo fan standpoint. Pretty crazy that a senior in high school last year from Martin Luther King High School, Emily Osmus, was on the U.S. Olympian team. We have an exclusion on USC, first of the game. It's on Plotz. Well, the Lancers get the first power play. They're going to want to limit their exclusions today as well. You do not want to put USC on the power play. Lahosky plays to Gates. Back across for Ruffer. Play to 2-meter. Deflection by Celeste Almendarez is stopped by Jada Ward. The USC kills off the first woman advantage of the day. Plotz back in the game. She's a transfer from San Jose State as well. A little bit of a tug there on Lahosky, and that's actually a exclusion on Gates. So that was away from the ball. USC's first power play. It's a good one for the Trojans. Osmus Plays all the way across the pool. Back up top for Netherton. Shoots, and it's stopped by Uri. Big rebound, though, picked up by Netherton. Well, the power play is over as that shot's blocked by Uri, and she's got the ball this time. Huge early kill for CBU. Ball played to Moreno, now the sophomore. Guarded by Netherton, an ordinary foul this time. Play to the 5-meter area for Celeste Almendarez, another ordinary foul. Celeste back out to Ruffer. All the way across, a little bit of a tug there, and exclusion. And this one's on Kearns. Lancers' second power play. Be great to get Kearns in some exclusion trouble early on. Lahosky plays back across far side. Good ball movement by CBU. Ruffer to Gates. Still looking for a shot. Lahosky takes the shot and scores. Lahosky on the power play ties the game. Lahosky here, 6th goal of the year. She still has a goal in every game. Lahosky now the grad student. Can't believe it. Time flies. From Hungary. Well, a nice job by the Lancers to work it around the top of the zone. And they beat Jada Ward to her right side. Plotz, a junior in her first year from San Jose State. She was second on the Spartans last year in goals. Was first in points, so a good pickup for Casey Moon's club as that shot goes well wide. And that was Sophia Umeda, the freshman, with the shot. Well, so far, a very competitive game between CBU and number 3 USC. Moreno, guarded by Johnson, an ordinary foul. Play just inside a 5-meter, another ordinary foul. Celeste Almendarez still with the ball. Almendarez tries to play it in front. 3 Trojans there. Maybe force that pass just a little bit. So as we mentioned, Jada Ward, back-to-back starts for USC. She went to Mater Dei High School. Made 4 saves against LMU and USC's 16-10 win against fellow GCC opponent LMU. So that shot fought off by Uri. Might have hit the post as well. But so far, so good in between the posts for Amelia Uri. Tiana Schneider is not going to play today. She was the Lancers' number 1 goalie last year. Lahosky just inside a 5-meter, taken away by Plotz. They were hoping for Kahahavai in front. Good defense by USC. Osmus plays in front. The shot by Netherton, stopped by Uri. Another big save for Uri. Well, back and forth we go. Moreno draws an ordinary foul. Once again guarded by Johnson. Played to about 6-meter. Almendarez, another ordinary foul. Gates with 10 on the shot clock. On to Lahosky. Lahosky into 2-meter. And an ordinary foul on USC as Kahahavai plays it back out. 2 on the shot clock. But the Lancers can't get a shot. Thought the USC was going to be able to steal that ball in 2-meter. But the Lancers drew an ordinary foul. Unfortunately, were not able to get a shot on Jada Ward. Osmus in front. Short little pass to 2-meter. And a goal. Tilly Kearns. Now the Australian Olympian, now the grad student. Again, she won silver at the 2024 Summer Olympics. Kearns as well, a 2-time Olympian. Picks up her 8th goal of the year there. Second only to Osmus. So Kearns played in the 2020 and the 2024 Olympics. And they came up just short in the gold medal game. She did not play for USC last year, of course, because she was training with Team Australia for the Olympics, but Now Casey Moon has one of his Olympians back. First look for Kyla Cutler. She's a freshman from Davis, California. So Lancers bring in some subs. Area feed picked up by Emily Lopez, the senior, in her second year with CBU, transfer from Santa Barbara College. Emily Hutton all the way across, and it's turned over. Netherton swims the other way. Actually, that looks like it's Emma Lawson. No, it's Ava Stryker, beg your pardon. Stryker plays off to the far side. Played all the way across. What a shot by Isabel Zimmerman. Fading away off of the post and in. Zimmerman, the senior, her second goal of the year. First 2-goal lead for either team. That was a goal scorer's goal for Isabel Zimmerman. Lancers make some more subs. Big 2:20 to go in this opening quarter. Lancers don't want to let this get too far away. Uri to Lopez. Now Georgia Eccles. She's a freshman from South Africa. Hutton back to Eccles. Hutton into 2-meter. And a really good block there by Rachel Gazaniga. Ball stays with CBU, though. And the shot by Hutton deflected out by Ward. Fresh 30 for CBU. Well, now they're starting to get some opportunities. Emily Hutton, the only Lancer postseason award winner last year. Second team All-GCC. Lancers leading goal scorer last year with 52. Also led CBU with 80 points. Great to have Emily Hutton back as the junior. Facing off against her former Martin Luther King teammate in Emily Osmus. Another ordinary foul on USC. It's kicked out to the far side. This is Cutler again with 8 to shoot. The lob pass. And a foul on CBU this time. 1:30 to play. Jada Ward with the ball. Well, unfortunately for CBU, they come up empty. Gazaniga, sophomore with USC, plays to the side. Ava Knepper's shot stopped by Uri. And they keep it from going out of play. Knepper, the freshman. Pretty good shot, but a better save by Uri. 1 minute to play. Hutton, and she'll be a big player for CBU this year, obviously. One of the Lancers lost a cap. That looks to be Reese Behringer's cap. Played to Kahahavai, shot stopped by Ward. Yep, that is Behringer, who is capless at the moment. Good save by Ward. Stryker was an All-American honorable mention last year for USC. Made the MPSF All-Newcomer team. Zimmerman again blocked, and the Lancers have it. Shot clock turned off, 15 seconds to go. Lancers at least want to get one shot here. Uri swims up the pool. 5 seconds. Now they got to hurry. Behringer, but the quarter expires. The Lancers just not quick enough there on that last possession. At the end of one, number 3 USC 3, CBU 1. Back in a moment. Well, welcome back to the Lancer Aquatics Center in Riverside. I'm Travis Van Note. Into the first quarter, number 3 USC 3, California Baptist 1. The USC struck first at 7:14, a goal from the Riverside native and Olympian Emily Osmus, her team leading 9th goal of the season at even strength. The Lancers, though, struck back on the power play. It was Dora Lahoski, the grad student from Hungary, picked up her 6th goal of the year to tie it at 1, but USC got the final 2 goals. Their other Olympian, Tilly Kearns, scored her 8th goal of the year, and then it was Isabel Zimmerman to make it 3-1 USC. So both Olympians for the Trojans have scored. Shots are 10-4 USC. CBU 1 for 2 on the power play. USC just got 1 power play in the opening 8 minutes. All in all, though, pretty solid start for CBU against USC. The Lancers have never beaten the Trojans. They are 0-16 all-time against USC. They are 0-7 here at the Lancer Aquatics Center. The last time these two teams played was here on January 28th of 2023. The Lancers lost 16-6. Second sprint, this time it's won by Megan McIninch, the sophomore. She's still perfect on the year. 3 for 3 on sprints. Well, Osmus and now McIninch have won the 2 sprints. Gazaniga plays to the far side for Lawson. And a new keeper for USC as well. Anna Reed is in. Reed, the redshirt freshman from Newport Beach. She started the season opener for USC against Biola. Gave up just 1 goal. Made 6 saves in only 1 half. So now it's Anna Reed for USC. Naya Bumbaka, the sophomore. Bumbaka shoots, and it's stopped by Reed. That was a pretty solid early test for Anna Reed, but she does make the save. USC lost their number 1 goalie from last year, Caroline Stern. Well, she graduated. Played in 27 of USC's games last year. They've got 4 goalies this year. Outside bid goes in. So Ava Stryker, the All-American honorable mention, scores her 5th goal of the year there. So 3 straight goals by USC. And we got a cap change for CBU as well at the moment. Emily Lopez is wearing number 20. Bumbaka's got the ball. And it's an exclusion. That's on McIninch. The Lancers' 3rd power play. They're 1 for 2. Lahoski plays to Bumbaka. CBU would love to get a goal here. Ruffer plays back to that far side. The shot goes off the side of the cage. Well, CBU comes up empty on that power play. That was Grace Bergquist with the bid. Well, after allowing a power play goal, USC has killed off their last 2 disadvantages. Netherton to 2-meter. And an exclusion on CBU this time. That's on Bumbaka. USC's 2nd power play. Netherton to McIninch, and she scores. Megan McIninch makes it 5-1. So McIninch, the sophomore, gets her 2nd goal of the year. Well, the first power play goal of the game for USC as well. The Lancers last year 11-19 overall. They finished 3-4 in the GCC, tied for 5th place in the 8-team conference. That was an improvement second year under Julie Snodgrass. In her first year, 2 years ago, the Lancers did not win a conference game. The 3 wins last year. Ball played at 2-meter. And Celeste Almendarez draws an ordinary foul. She's going to have to bring it out a little bit. Just 3 on the shot clock. Just dumps it into the corner. Nothing there that time for Celeste. Nice pass by Reed to Lawson, all the way across the pool. Gazaniga again to that far side. Quick ball movement by USC. A sidearm shot didn't go in. The Lancers at the GCC tournament last year, they lost to the number 4 seed San Diego State 16-9, but then lost the 5th place game to the number 6 seed Azusa Pacific 12-11. Well, they finished in 6th place last year. Meanwhile, for USC, they lost in the opening round of the NCAA tournament to Stanford 8-3. As that shot, Kahahavai didn't get a lot on it. Reed's got the ball. Now USC is taking over defensively. They have numbers down low as well. Shot stop by Uri. She robs Zimmerman. Fresh 30 for the Trojans. Zimmerman again. Short pass to McIninch. McIninch across the pool. She's got it again. Skip shot goes wide. That did not deflect off of Uri. Lancer ball. Bergquist plays to the 2-meter area for Lahosky. Ordinary foul on USC. Lahosky, a strong pass. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Emily Lopez, and her shot goes wide. Timeout called by USC. The Lopez back to her number 8 cap. That's a full timeout for the Trojans. First timeout called. The USC, they started their season at the Beach Invite, hosted by Long Beach State. They beat Biola 21-6, and then beat number 10 LMU 16-10. LMU, of course, is in the GCC. That's actually listed as a 30-second timeout for USC. The USC in the MPSF conference. It's a 7-team conference. ASU, Cal, Indiana, San Jose State, Stanford, UCLA, and USC are the teams in the MPSF. Of course, for the Lancers in the GCC, along with Azusa Pacific, Concordia Irvine, Fresno State, who is the defending champs once again, LMU, Pacific, San Diego State, and Santa Clara, the other teams in the GCC. Now, USC, the 7-time national champions. The last time they won it was in 2021. It was also the last time they won the MPSF. They have 7 MPSF titles as well. Back underway, USC with possession. Plots. Back across. Netherton swims a little bit further in. 10 on the shot clock for Netherton. Unloads one, deflects off of the post. Hutton there to get possession for CBU. Under 3 to play in the opening half. Ordinary foul on USC. Lancers might have numbers if they hurry. Now an exclusion on USC. That's on Netherton. Lancers' 4th power play. They're 1 for 3. Julia Almendarez plays to Hutton. Dangerous pass. Lancers still with it. Moreno tracks down the loose ball. Julia Almendarez again to Hutton. Into 2 meters. Shot deflects off of Reed. Kahahavai, what a bid But a huge save by Anna Reed. And yet another PK for USC. Netherton whips it across. It's a one-on-one. Shot deflected by Uri off of the post again. Well, how good has Amelia Uri been for CBU? And that was Osmus as well, the Olympian. Good pressure up the pool by Johnson. Moreno now with it. Pass blocked. And Kearns has got it. Now the Olympian Kearns forces the turnover. Quickly swims up the pool. Kearns has a shooting lane. She dishes off. Shot scores. Well, Maggie Johnson, the junior, pots it. We actually share the same birthday between myself and Maggie Johnson. She was born on June 29th, 2004, which was my 18th birthday. So Johnson picks up her second goal of the year. The USC has scored 5 straight goals in this game. Hutton's got the ball, and the Lancers' leading goal scorer from last year. Plays up top to Ruffer. Back to Hutton. But a foul on CBU in front. Kearns lobs it ahead. Osmus, what a move. And she scores. Wow. Well, that's why she was an Olympian. My goodness, what a move to the inside by Emily Osmus. Team leading 10th goal of the year. That was so smooth by Emily Osmus. Now the two Olympians hooked up there, Kearns to Osmus. Julia Almendarez with the ball. Foul on USC. Hutton. So the Lancers desperately trying to get one here before the half. Julia Almendarez didn't handle that pass well. And it's picked up by Hannah Carver. Carver, it's her 21st birthday tomorrow. So happy early birthday to Hannah Carver. She's got some space. Drops it back. Johnson into 2-meter. Shot scores. Kearns. That's Kearns' second of the game, 9th of the year, to keep pace with her teammate Osmus with just 3 seconds on the clock. Well, that's now 7 straight goals by USC. One more lob, stopped by Reed. And the first half comes to a close. The number 3 USC leads CBU 8-1. Back in a few moments on YouTube. Once again, back at the Lancer Aquatics Center in Riverside, I'm Travis Van Ode, getting you set for the second half of action for the Lancers home opener here in 2025. Number 3 USC leads at 8-1. Story of the game has been the two Olympians for USC, Emily Osmus, the Riverside native, and Tilly Kearns from Australia. They both have 2 goals. Kearns credited with a couple of steals as well. Now, the 2 best players for USC have led the way. Meanwhile, for the Lancers, their lone goal scored by Dora Lahosky. And Amelia Uri has been their big story. She has made several key saves. This could be a little bit more out of hand for USC if not for Amelia Uri. Well, the shots through the opening half, 21-10 USC. In the second quarter, it was 11-6 USC. The Lancers have as many shots as USC had in the opening quarter by themselves. But the Lancers trying to get their offense going a little bit more here in the second half. CBU 1 for 4 on the power play, and USC is 1 for 2 as the Trojans bring in Lane Auergen now to play goal. So it's the third goalie for USC. Jada Ward got the start. And then Anna Reed played the second quarter. So Ward made 3 saves. Reed also made 3 saves without giving up a goal. And now it's Lane Auergen. Remember, USC has 4 goalies, so we'll see if maybe it's Lauren Schneider in the fourth quarter. Sprint here for the third quarter. So once again won by McIninch. She has won 2 sprints. Ossis has won the other. USC has won all 3. Gazaniga with the ball. Again, the first team All-American last year. Gazaniga, also an MPSF All-Newcomer Team selection. A couple of All-Americans for USC, no surprise, as Emily Lopez forces a turnover. Good play there by Lopez. And Uri's got the ball. Plays across for Moreno. Celeste Almendarez didn't know that ball was coming. Swimming the other way is Lawson, the senior from Surrey, British Columbia. A couple of international players for USC. McIninch wide open, plays to the side, and that's a slam dunk. Gazaniga pots it into the wide open cage. That's Gazaniga's 5th goal of the year. A tough one there for CBU. Bit of an unforced error that leads to a USC goal. That's now 8 straight goals by the Trojans. Again, the Lancers going to play San Jose State later today at 4:30. You can join us again on YouTube. Just great to have women's water polo back. Trying to win the GCC this year. Bergquist dumps it into 2-meter. Ordinary foul on USC. Just 4 on the shot clock for Celeste Almendarez. And goes caddy corner. The Lancers started the season at the Arizona State Invite last weekend. They lost to number 15 UC Davis 16-9. Lost to number 23 San Diego State, who is, of course, in the GCC 19-16, so that was a close game. As Yelena Sharatz has the ball, play to the far side. Back up top for Zimmerman. Zimmerman with 3, loses possession, and a shot clock violation. Good defensive set by CBU. The Lancers then played number 13 ASU, lost 16-10, won their first game of the year on Sunday against Cal Lutheran, a Division III school, 16-10. The Lancers trying for their first win against a top 25 team and a D1 team this year. Of course, USC 2-0 early on this year. Kahahavai, the sidearm shot just missed. Kyra Kahahavai, the graduate student now in her second year, followed her head coach Julie Snodgrass from APU. She'll be counted upon for a lot of goals this year as well, of course. It just missed the post. There was a battle going on in front. Shot scores. That was Alma Jacoby, a freshman from Israel who scored her first career goal there. Well done to get around Celeste Almendarez. Wholesale changes for USC. That's now 9 straight goals for the Trojans. Uri. And there's an exclusion. Timeout called as well. The Lancers going to get their 5th power play here. The exclusion was on Kearns. That's her 2nd. Well, she's the first player in the game with 2 exclusions. Nice job by Lahosky to draw it on the Olympian. Full timeout for CBU. Lancers have 2 full and their 32nd left. USC has all 3 of their full timeouts to work with. USC national champions in 2021, 2018, 2016, 2013, 2010, 2004, and 1999. The 7-time national champs. Trying to get back on top of the mountain, so to speak, this year. Casey Moon is in his 2nd year as head coach with USC. He's been with the Trojans for 18 years overall as an assistant. But now it's finally his turn to be the head coach. Obviously has a very good team. With the players they've gotten, and Osmus, her freshman year, coming off of the Olympics. Tilly Kearns, who was back. The 2-time Olympian. Now the sky's the limit for USC. Ready to resume play. Once again, Kearns is off on the exclusion. The Lancers' 1 goal today is on the power play, but they've come up empty on their last 3. Starting off with the ball, Brianna Livingston, the freshman from San Jose. Livingston's got it back. Plays to Lahosky. Kahahavai skips it in. Kyra Kahahavai gets the Lancers back in it. Both of CBU's goals have come on the power play. Now Kahahavai, her team leading 13th goal of the year. A nice shot there by Kyra. That's been a positive for CBU today, their power play. And 2 for 5, not bad against a 3rd-ranked team. Johnson, again, we share the same birthday, June 29th. Nice pass into 2-meter there. But the Lancers swarm, and they come up with a steal. Well, that was Kearns who was looking for the hat trick. Not to be that time. Uri, a strong pass up the pool. Lahosky, the short pass. What pressure there by Kearns. Just 5 on the shot clock. An ordinary foul finally. Boombaka just has 3 seconds, and all she does is play it to the side of the pool. Well, there's an example of Tilly Kearns' defensive work. She was all over Naya. Pass across for Umeda. Up top for Plotz. Plotz again. Shoots and scores. Zinnia Plotz. Her 2nd goal as a Trojan of the San Jose State transfer. And again, wholesale changes for USC. Nice shot there by Zinnia Plotz, the German. Again, second on San Jose State last year with 41 goals, second with 29 assists, and first with 70 points. Not too many transfers just overall in college water polo, but Plotz one of them. At least Division I to Division I. Of course, a lot of junior college transfers. It's not often you see a D1 transfer to another D1 school in water polo. Livingston to the side. Lahosky into 2-meter and an exclusion. That one's on Zimmerman, her first. Lancers right back to the power play. They just scored. Livingston whips it across. Lahosky skips it off of the post. Big rebound is picked up by USC. The Lancers now 2 for 6 on the power play. Late in the third quarter, it was 3-1 USC after the first. 8-1 Trojans at halftime. Outscoring the Lancers 3-1 in the third quarter. And now Zimmerman's got the ball. Nice pass. The Lancers triple team. And they come up with a steal. A nice job there by Cutler, the freshman, in particular in front. A lot of returners. A few freshmen for Julie Snodgrass this year. They've got 5 freshmen. Lancers cannot take advantage, though, of the turnover on the other side of the pool. Nice pass by Auergen. All alone Lawson, and she skips it in. Actually, that was Stryker. The Stryker got it. The All-American honorable mention from last year. Her second goal of the game, 6th of the year. After the Lancers goal, 2 straight by USC. First touch, ordinary foul on Stryker, the goal scorer. Behringer, the junior in her second year, transfer from Concordia Irvine, plays to the far side. Back up top for Gates. Chloe Morgan, the short pass to Lopez, back to Morgan. Into 2-meter, but right to a Trojan. An inaccurate pass by CBU that time. Knepper. Shot scores. Terrific passing play there by USC as Jacoby gets the goal. Jacoby, her second career goal for the freshman. What a pass by Knepper to make that happen. USC's largest lead of the game at 11. Lopez picks up the ball. Short pass to Eccles. Back to Eccles, again the freshman from South Africa. Lancers have a couple of South Africans now, along with Madison Howarth. And that shot is stopped by Auergen. Auergen, a nice pass to Knepper. 2-on-1 down low. They go to the side and they draw an exclusion. Georgia Eccles called for it. USC's third power play, they're 1 for 2. Knepper in front, and it's to drop back. No shots yet for USC. Knepper. Deflected in. That same combo, Knepper to Jacoby. That's the hat trick for Jacoby. All three of her goals have come here in the third quarter. It is a power play goal for USC as well. They're 2 for 3. While the Lancers have done well in limiting their exclusions, Trojans have made them pay when the Lancers have taken exclusions. And again, that's how good this Trojan team is. Even with only 3 power plays, they've struck twice. Good steal there by USC. That was Kearns again. A terrific two-way player, Tilly Kearns. Plots, lobs it in front, and the shot goes off at a crossbar. It's still loose. And they called a penalty throw there on the Lancers. Now the first penalty throw of the game. And that goes off of the post, did not go in. Well, the Lancers able to stymie a penalty throw for USC. That was Osmus too. Well done by Amelia Uri. Last second shot didn't have enough mustard on it, and that's the way the third quarter comes to a close. But a positive for CBU, they're able to stop a penalty throw. Fourth quarter next from Riverside. Center in Riverside. I'm Travis Van on this Friday morning. And we've got a couple of goalie changes. For the Lancers, they bring in Alexandra Antanasijevic, the freshman from Serbia. And we get our first look at Antanasijevic. And for USC, they do go with their fourth goalie here in the fourth quarter, Lauren Schneider, the redshirt freshman from Laguna Beach. She played the second half against Biola, their season opener, gave up 5 goals, 3 saves. So we get to see all 6 goalies that were dressed out for this game. So USC led 3-1 after the first. They led 8-1 at halftime. But they outscored the Lancers 6-1 in the third quarter. They make it 14-2. The 2 Lancer goals have been on the power play, Lahoski and Kahahavai. Meanwhile, for USC, they get their first career hat trick from Alma Jacoby. She scored all 3 of her goals in that third quarter. Also 2 goals from each of their 2 Olympians, Emily Osmus and Tilly Kearns. However, a huge save by Amelia Uri on Osmus on that penalty throw, just as the third quarter expired. Well, another positive for CBU. Osmus wins her second sprint. Her first 2 sprints of the season today, as USC has won all 4 sprints between Osmus and McIninch. I'll see if the Lancers can get a couple of goals here in the fourth quarter. Kearns works her way in and scores. Well done by Tilly Kearns. That's the hat trick for her. Now Kearns, her 10th goal of the year. And for the Australian Olympian, her 3rd hat trick already this season. Well, hat tricks in every game for Tilly Kearns. And no surprise, it's been the 2 Olympians that have led the way for USC. Again, Kearns, a silver medalist last year. Team USA came up short by 1 goal in the bronze medal game against the Netherlands. Osmus was that close to being a bronze medalist. Plotz, nice short pass. And it's skipped home. Once again, Kearns. So Kearns' 4th goal of the game. She did have a 4-goal game against LMU. Goals come in 32 seconds apart. Been a rough start for Alexandra Antanasievich. Wholesale changes for CBU practically. For Uri, rather. She made 6 saves today. Shots after the third were 29-14 USC, 8-4 in the third quarter. Antanasievich with the ball. Again, Tiana Schneider not playing today for the Lancers, their number 1 goalie from last year. Gates up the pool. Kicked back out by Aubrey Newton. Gates, a shot goes off of the post. Big rebound, though, picked up by Behringer. And she draws an exclusion on the tug. Now the Lancers head back to the power play. They're 2 for 6. But a steal. And here comes Osmus. She's all by herself. Cutler tries to catch her. Osmus dumps it in. Emily Osmus picks up the hat trick. What a steal and a goal by the Riverside native, Emily Osmus. That's her 11th goal of the year to retie Tilly. Special plays today by Emily Osmus. There was that goal to the left back in the first half. Osmus, her 2nd hat trick of the season. Going back to the exclusion, that was on Johnson. But practically a short-handed goal, if you will, for Emily Osmus. It's a full timeout called by CBU as well. They have 1 full timeout and 1 30-second timeout to work with. USC has all 3 of their full timeouts. Well, USC should definitely be there at the end of the season at the national tournament. Again, they lost in the opening round last year to Stanford. This year, Indiana is hosting the national tournament. Indiana is in the MPSF. It's quite a water polo conference. There were several Big West teams that used to be in the MPSF, but the Big West has since created a women's water polo conference. Well, as of right now, the top of the heap in the country. I try and pull it up here. UCLA's number 1, Stanford's number 2, USC's number 3, Cal's number 4, Hawaii is number 5. Well, each of the top 4 teams in the country right now are all from the MPSF. And then Hawaii from the Big West, Princeton's number 6. UCI, who just played the game before this one against Pomona-Pitzer, they're ranked 7th. Well, ready to resume play, coming out of the Lancers timeout. Antanasievich with the ball. Plays to Ruffer. Ruffer again pressed well, this time by Stryker. Ordinary foul on USC. Gates shoots wide. Not a lot on that one from Morgan Gates. Schneider plays it ahead. Defense, the chant from CBU's bench. Ball played to Zimmerman. It's a two-man game right now. Zimmerman again. On to Sharatz. And now Makininch. Pass disrupted by Kahahavai. And a foul on USC. Good play there by Kyra Kahahavai, a Honolulu-born grad student. Moreno pressured immediately by Gazaniga. She was the leading goal scorer last year for USC, was Gazaniga. 49 of them. Ordinary foul on USC, 10 to shoot for the Lancers. And now an exclusion. Oh, that one's on Gazaniga, her first. The Lancers' 8th power play of the game, timeout called. But the Lancers want to set something up here with another power play. They're 2 for 7 today. 30-second timeout called by CBU this time. They have 1 full timeout left. Lancers bring in Bergquist. They take out Moreno. CBU also brings out Gates. Ball into Antanasievich. Lahoski, who has a power play goal today for CBU, to Bergquist. Now Ruffer. Ruffer loses control of the ball. Still time, though. Lahoski. Dumped into 2-meter. Deflects up away from Kahahavai. Ball under. It stays with CBU. The Lancers catch a break. It is 6-on-6, though. Lahoski back across. And that shot goes over the cage from, looks like, Hutton. Well, the game was tied 1-1, but USC has outscored the Lancers 16-1 ever since, as that shot's blocked. Once again, Antanasievich with it. Bergquist plays just inside a 5-meter, taken away by USC. Good defense there by Gazaniga. Zimmerman has a lot of open water right now. Zimmerman floats it to Stryker. Good ball movement by USC. Another terrific move by Osmus, and she draws a 5-meter. The Lancers' second 5-meter against. And it was whistled on Celeste Almendarez. That's her first foul. It's going to be Stryker this time. All-American last year, and she scores. Oh, this time USC converts on the 5-meter. And Stryker now with a hat trick. That's her first hat trick of the season, her 7th goal of the year. The 3rd special teams goal of the game for USC. They've outscored the Lancers 4-0 in this 4th quarter. Lob shot goes off the top of the crossbar. USC again with it. Hannah Carver plays to her keeper Schneider. Knepper. Nice move. Ball worked around to Carver. Carver into 2-meter. Lancers double team and they force a turnover. Well done there by Madison Howarth, the sophomore now from South Africa. Lancers trying to get back on the board. Their last goal was at 4:59 of the 3rd quarter. Kahavai on the power play. But an errant pass comes to Schneider. USC again forces a turnover. Steals have definitely gone USC's way today. Ordinary foul as Yelena Sharatz had the ball. Kicks it out. Ball worked around to Knepper. Has some open water. Plays to 2-meter again, and an exclusion this time. It's on Howarth. Timeout called. Well, the Trojans are going to get their 4th power play here. They are 2 for 3. Though USC calls full timeout, of course. That's all they have. USC has 2 timeouts left. The Lancers have 1. Casey Moon tells his instructions to his team. Knepper's got the ball. Flips it to Suratz. Now Carver. Back to Knepper. Good pressure up top by Bumbaka. Knepper has some open water now. Skips it off of the post, and it drifts in. Ava Knepper strikes at 2:01. Knepper's first of the game, 6th of the year for the freshman. That is a power play goal as well. So USC 3 for 4 on the power play. Also a 5-meter goal too. Antanasievich. Julia Almendar's an ordinary foul. Just 1:50 to go. 9 straight goals by USC as they come up with a block there. Certainly some positives for CBU today. Top of the list, Amelia Uri. The power play as well. Pretty efficient. Ball stolen by Julia Almendarez. It'll be interesting to see how the Lancers do later on today against number 17 San Jose State. An exclusion. Well, that's called on Knepper, looks like. Another power play for CBU. Their 9th of the game. It's actually on Umeda, so that's Umeda's first. Gates plays back up the wing. A shot by Bailey Rosa, the freshman, also from Martin Luther King High School, has it blocked. She was also a teammate of Emily Osmus's. Back to 6-on-6. Gates to Boombaka. Under a minute to go. Ordinary foul on USC. Emily Lopez couldn't find the handle. Good defense again by the Trojans. And USC calls another timeout. They've got one left. This is probably their last possession. But the hope for Julie Snodgrass is all these players that came back for CBU. They'll have that veteran know-how. There's certainly some good pieces for CBU. You know, they're getting worked by USC, but that's no surprise. You just take the positives out of a game like this. CBU has had 3 power plays in this fourth quarter that they came up empty on. And USC puts Osmus in the goal. So they put Osmus in the 1A cap. She's at mid-pool right now. It's basically going to be a 7-on-5. Or 7-on-6, should say. And Osmus has the ball. She has to drift back a little bit to that white marker. Here comes Emily Osmus. As advertised, for sure, the Olympian from Martin Luther King High School. 2 Lancers go to her. She plays to Netherton. Back to Osmus. Netherton to Osmus. 10 on the shot clock. Short pass there and a goal. Well, that's Zimmerman. Zimmerman's second of the game, her 3rd goal of the year. And that's 20 for USC. Already the 2nd time this year they have scored 20 goals. They put up 21 against Biola. And Lahoski's now the goalie for CBU as they bring out Antanasievich. Well, the ball played to Lahoski. We'll see if the Lancers can score with Lahoski as the keeper. 7-on-6 the other way. 10 seconds to play. That shot by Morgan Weiss, the freshman from Lodi, stopped. And now the bid the other way. USC runs out of time. So number 3, USC, they beat CBU here this morning 20-2. They get a hat trick from Alma Jacoby. They also get a hat trick from their Olympian, Tilly Kearns, her 3rd hat trick already this year. The Lancers back in action here at 4:30 against number 17 San Jose State. Join us then, won't you, on YouTube. Until then, I'm Travis Van Note. Have a great day. Signing off from Riverside.